and welcome. This video is going to tell you what's new in Mistlands update, but more importantly, how to find out for yourself. Yes, so this is going to be mostly about how to do it yourself, so let's start with that. Because as you can see, here's all the new items and stuff like that. They're all sitting around here and what have you like that. And I got the other gear on there, and I got magic, and I got staves, and you can use your magic staves type of thing like that. But yeah, let's go on how to find this out for yourself. And everybody on their videos is doing this part right here, and they're coming out first doing their videos, and they have no actual game experience. They're just, using these dev commands to do all this. And let's get started on how to do that. So when you're playing this game here, go to your shortcut, right? So go to your properties on your shortcut, and then you enter the minus console after. So it's just after the exe part on the Valheim part there, it's just space minus console. That is it. You apply it and you're done. You load the game up, you have the console commands. So once you have the console commands, you can hit F5. F5 will be loaded up right here, and then you can start doing your commands. And the first command is going to be dev commands. And then you hit enter. And that says, yeah, warning, use your commands at your own risk. Yeah, so you just be careful on using these dev commands. And then that's all you got to type in there. And then the next thing you got to type in is debug mode. Debug mode. You need the dev commands to do that. And there. Debug mode says it's true. We hit F5 again. We are done. Now you can hit B. And it says no placement cross equals true on the top left there. So now when you go to the build mode there, you have access to all the different things that you can build in this game. So you can see for yourself. You don't need to be watching videos on to find out what's new in Valheim. This is how you do it yourself. You don't need to, you can do it at your own leisure. You can explore all the options and, as your own type of thing. It's way better just to do it by yourself. Load up a bad save game, an old save game that you're not using, or make a new one like I did. This is an old game I'm not using, so this is why I did it here, and this is why I'm showing it to you, because all the videos out there, they are just doing this. They are using the dev commands, they are using free build mode, they are flying around, which is Z to fly, by the way. So they're flying around and they're doing all this stuff. They're not playing the game, they're just making videos, and anybody can do that part right there, right? So this is what you're not coming here to learn how to, you're coming here to learn how to play the game and do stuff and all the different tips they can give you, and they're not doing anything. They're just, using these commands right here. This is what you can do for yourself. You don't need help doing this. That is how you do it. And then you can check out all the different options. You can go to any workbench at all that you want, including like this one right here. You go any workbench and you can craft any item in the game for free and make anything to your heart's content. It'll tell you all the ingredients on there. We can go over here to these, well, that's just a tool right there. We can go over here to one of the new workbenches. Oh yeah, it needs a roof, but yeah, you still need to have a roof on these things, but we don't need to access these workbenches because they're all going to be the same in debug mode. Any workbench is going to work for everything. So you're going to be able to tell what's new, like, the carapace breastplate type of thing and stuff like that in this new armor I got in the cloak right there. So this is the new caster item. There's 2 of the new staffs out of the 4 type of a thing. So you can find out all of the stuff yourself and build all of these items. So, there's things like, the ballista right here. When you add ammunition to it, yeah, they fire at everything. They'll fire at you. They'll fire at the guys. They'll fire at your tames or whatever. And here is traps. You can arm traps and stuff like that. You got to build all. It's expensive to build. And then you have sap extractors to get sap to put into here, which you need to feed with other things you find in Mistlands. But this is the basics on how to learn what all these items are. So you can see what these items are for yourself, and then you can test them out before you do actually play your real game and stuff like that. So you can throw fireballs. Throw 2 of them? How fast is it going? This is my first time actually firing a fireball one. It's just constantly taxed, and then you lose all your magic power. And magic power is done by the special foods that you can get that have the E-tire or whatever you want to call it. It's just freaking magic food. Yeah. But yeah, whatever. But that is how you do it. So yeah, one last time, let's go over it once again. If you really need to, you just have to go into your properties on your shortcut and then add the minus console at the end and apply. When you start the game up, you can hit F5 to go into your console commands, and then it's just type dev commands and then type debug mode and then B. And now you can build all the things that you want in this game and find out what they do themselves and then learn all this stuff yourselves. And by the way, right now there is only one extra thing for these the new buildings right here. It's the Black Forge and the altar right there. That is for the magic wand type of stuff. They're separate in this one there, but there's only one extra table for them right now. But if you're using these dev commands, you can upgrade your items to level 4. So they're basically stuck at level 2 until there's other expansions and updates that they're going to add more stuff in, obviously, because you can upgrade these to level 4 using these commands, and you can't do that in a natural game. But yeah, all these people that did all these other videos there, yeah, you're just going to learn what you can learn for yourself. Do it yourself. They don't have any practical experience. If you want that practical experience walkthrough or guide that I'm going to do next. So that's going to be my next video, is I'm going to do a proper in-game play with my real game, and give you all of that information that I've learned playing so far. It's only been a little bit, but I got everything done except for killing the boss, because I haven't been able to find it because it's so far away from my base. But yeah, I got out all the other stuff done, and I can tell you the basic experience, because they miss lots of the basic stuff in their videos, especially concerning the sap extractor. They miss some of the basic obvious things they would have known if they actually played the game, but most of these people are not even playing the game. They're just doing free build and building fancy, nice looking things for you to enjoy looking at, and making fancy videos that tell you just basically things that you can learn yourself by using these commands. And that's what they're doing. So just use these commands for yourself next time. For the next update, you can find out all this stuff for yourself. You don't need other people's help to do it. What you actually want is probably the actual experience and how to do stuff in the game, not all the new things. What are the new things? All that stuff. You don't need to know what all these new things are when you can find out for yourself and just look at the things that you can build. That's what I'm trying to say. That I don't know how to express that better. I'm not very articulate with my words and stuff like that. But yeah, this is something that you can do for yourself, and I'm never going to be watching an update video again, because this is all they're doing is this. And it was just frustrating because they just tell you, oh yeah, just do all this, make all this stuff here, this is what it is, but they don't tell you exactly. They don't have any gameplay experience when they're talking about these things. They just played it around and they flew around everywhere and explored everything. Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that too. Not a problem. Now you can do it for yourself. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And if you need an actual gameplay perspective view on what's new in Mistlands and all that kind of stuff, you can watch my next video where I go into detail on all of the things that I've learned, including the little tidbit about those things there and some of the other things in this game that they might have not shared with you with it, because they don't really have the practical experience, because they just use give item 100 of these black cores to build everything instead of exploring the dungeon or go in there in God mode and fly around and find everything. Yeah, so yeah, you want to watch that, go ahead. But yeah, there's my next video, and thanks for watching this one, and hopefully you learned how to do this for yourself, and I'll see you later.